so when you became Lutheran, and then after that you started, what led you? I was looking at a podcast with you, and you said something about um, you went to something with like a pastor, and the pastor was talking about outreach for Lutherans, and he asked you, you
You did your
asked,
research. You did
yeah,
your research.
yeah,
Yeah. You
and
did
you
your,
asked them something about, well, how does that look like? And he asked you right back, well, what do you think, or something like that.
yeah. So actually, that's my district president. That's the hilarious part. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
I wasn't ready for it when it happened. I didn't know. I mean, they told me he was a district president, but I didn't hold it in regards to how I kind of view it now, in a sense.
Right.
Because now I know him by name. Like I saw him a week ago. He's gave me a hug and everything.
Right.
So, like, as you said, so he came and my pastor was like, "Yo, I matter of fact, I'll start this after after how Wittenberg Project started,
Okay.
what I would do and extra notes and things of that nature." So I was doing various things online already, just because I have a loud mouth. Like I was online talking theology, going back and forth with people, and slowly but surely, pastors and professors, they start following my feed also, and I follow theirs also. So it's not like they're following me; I'm already following them. So
Mhm.
I'll jump in some of their conversations and various things. And my pastor saw that, and he was just like, "Man, I see you doing various things out here. We have our district president coming to give a speech about outreach and things." So at this time, I'm doing this little audio podcast that one of my friends started. And so we're doing that. We're talking theology on like a monthly basis. So he comes there and he's speaking about cultural outreach and things of that nature. So he mentioned something called cross-cultural ministries. And I'm like, he's after the speech, I raised my hand and I'm like, so you mentioned what the aim is or the goal, something of that nature, but how is this being implemented? How are we going forward to reach these other cultures that have no idea about what we feel as the most accurate to Holy Writ explanation? Not saying it's perfect, but we feel it's most accurate to the text. And everybody should feel that way about the denomination. Be honest with you. If you don't, why are you there?
Mhm.
Don't tell me, well, the music's good. That's more important than you thinking they're handling the Bible correctly.
Mm.
His response to me at the time, which made me mad, I'll be honest, was, well, how do you think it should look? I'm not the one leading this meeting. I'm not the host. Like you presented this information. You tell me what ideas do you have? Needless to say, I left there frustrated. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it
Yeah.
was like kind of like I don't want to say a spit in my face, but it was like, bro, I'm not taking the question seriously. It's like saying, man, my goal is to feed all the poor people in my area and get them all jobs. And I'm like, oh, how do you plan on doing that? Well, how do you plan on doing it? No, 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 no. You said you're about to get everybody jobs. I need
Right.
to know your 10-step program. Well, what steps do you have? Yeah, it wasn't fruitful, let's say.
Mm.
But in hindsight, that made me get more active in a sense where not out of spite or nothing like that though, but slowly but surely I'm still doing things I'm doing. And I realized that there is no presence of Lutherans of a minority demographic
Mm.
online, to where when people have the aspect of, oh, that's a white church, they have no reference point saying, but there's a black guy right there and he seems perfectly fine and he's sharing what he values in the tradition he holds, and why he thinks it's important, these distinctions that are in this tradition.
Mm.
So that led me to start the Wittenberg Project up, where I just did a video of me ranting about something biblical, of course. So it was about this one denomination that calls herself Lutheran, had something where they pretty much were saying Christ is not the only way. You know,
Is that the
you know,
ELCA?
yeah, okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I noticed a distinct problem is when the confessional true Lutherans would speak on it, they would just point them off as saying, oh, you're racist, or oh, that's the good old boy club. Oh, you just want tradition, brushing them aside solely because they weren't a minority in a sense.
Mm.
So my first video ever was me literally, I was mad about that. Like, no, they have a solid point. Now try that game with me. Try that. Oh, you're not for racial equality. I'm sorry. Who are you talking to?
Right.
oh, you're racist. You want to see my mom? You want to see my dad? You want to see my family? Who are you talking about?
Right.
That's how it started, as not a representation, but to have the view of, okay, I am a Black Lutheran. Let's talk.
Yeah.
So from there, that kind of tied into what he was pointing me at, saying, what do you think? Because I realize now it's hard for me to expect somebody who's not in my culture or in my community to have a perfect or ideal idea to reach that group. So that's kind of how Wittenberg Project slowly started, which now has kind of grown to where I do most of my things through Extra Notes Academy. But
Gotcha.
that's kind of how that started, Wittenberg Project, and how to answer two questions at one time.